Welcome to the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, your host, Iona Meade, host at the Soul Legacy TV. All right, so welcome to this episode. It says I've not gone live somewhere. Hang on. Go live. I've just come out of the studio. All right, it's got there's problems. Okay. There's problems somewhere. It's shown that I've not gone live in some of my destinations. I could end it but I'll probably just share it out. It's so late for me in the UK doing this podcast. It's usually at 11:11, but I've been doing it a little bit later. So welcome to this episode. Today we're talking about Contribution Freedom Monday, and it's about life purpose-led business. So life purpose-led business. Do you have a life purpose-led business? Hopefully you do. And hopefully you're tuned into that and it feels amazing for you. Don't know what happened to all of the streaming. Don't even know where I am streaming. And it says that I'm live, so I'm streaming somewhere. Let me know if you find me. And obviously I'll repurpose the YouTube podcast. And so if you're listening to this, then it's all good. So we'll break down the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, and I talk about spiritual business success and that life-work balance and all the things. And that I'm here to support you in raising your vibrational frequency to what I call the Cheers to Financial Freedom frequency. And my mac's going on and off, I don't know why. And support myself, in raising my own vibration, managing my own vibration. It's absolutely huge. I think that is the biggest responsibility that we have, is to manage our own vibration. And I think if each and every one of us does that, I think the world will be a much brighter, lighter place. Let me know what you think. That's what I think. And I'm owning that. And it takes a while. It takes practice. It takes intentional living. And that's why I do this daily practice, and that's why I do this daily live. And again, I do it for me, I do it for you, but I do it for my students as well. And I want to walk my talk. And so contribution, before we dive into the episode, my contribution, and I usually talk about a book towards the end of the episode, and I pull a card and I talk about our vibration. I haven't even got my journal out to the point where, my pointers on what I want to talk about, and breaking down the episode into these 8 segments that I wanted to explore in terms of each theme of the Seven Freedoms frequency. So I talk about raising our vibration, I talk about vision boards, and then expressing gratitude, and then how we launch, lead, and leave our day, and then setting our intentions together for the week, and reflecting back on the last week and seeing if you've done what you said that you were going to do. And me, sharing with you what I've done in terms of my own contribution. And then we play the soul income game, bank 50K in 50 days. I haven't been doing this, but if you register for the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass, it's a 4-hour live stream training that happens at the Soul Legacy TV, and I've got the link up on the screen. You can get to it if you go to the soullegacyacademy.com/courses/masterclass. You can get the masterclass bonuses, and you can get the masterclass replay live, and you can get the homework, the bank 50K in 50 days homework, because I realized that I'm not actually putting that out there in terms of challenging you. That's my contribution. I talk about the maths and the bank 50K more on Financial Freedom Sunday, but I want to bring it into Mondays, because that's my contribution to the world, giving you teachings on how to speak to, serve, and sign up your high paying soul clients online, because there's an art and science to it. And so what I want to do is talk about, and then I talk about a book for the day, right? And I want to talk about this book, and I don't know if it's going to be the right way around for you, I'm showing it on the screen for those of you who are listening. It's called The Secret Child, Life After Loss. And it's by two authors, Brenda Pierce and Dr. Sue Denk. And then they share other 16 other co-authors, contributing authors, stories of losing their child, sharing heartfelt stories from parents of loss. Now it's Contribution Freedom Monday. And I opened this book. I was like, oh gosh, I haven't read my book for the day, which I normally do. I haven't read the book. I was listening to Worthy by Jada Pinkett, and it's not contribution, although she's making a contribution. And I can tie it into the episode, but I didn't want to. So I was like, what shall I, you asking for guidance. I say about being a soul-guided influencer, right? And moving in ease, grace, and flow. I'm showing up. It's like, oh gosh, she just said she didn't read the book for the day, and she's like on their live later. That's okay. And so I was like, what shall I, asking myself, but asking the universe, asking guides, asking that soul guidance, asking my son, who made his transition 8 years ago. So I just speak it out loud, and whoever wants to answer me. So I was like, what book shall we have today? So I looked on the bookshelf and I was like, oh, let's do the Law of Attraction one. I'm like, yeah, but, and then I'm like, okay, let's do this one. And so it's a book that I contributed to. And I opened it and it had a card. So all of the cards from my Keepers of the Light deck fell down today. And I was like, yeah, we can't have all of them. We had 4 of them yesterday or whatever day it was. And today I've got 2. And this one also popped up. And it says Satnat Kumara, light activation, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. That right there. That right there. When you lead a purpose-led business, that right there. You listen to the call of your soul, right? And you answer the call of your soul. So this book, it is dedicated to my son. And so in it, I'm just going to read. Oh, wow. I'm going to read the quote. And it said, I put 2014. It should be 2015. I'm sorry, Daniel. It says, your legacy is every life you impact, influence, or impress upon, and every soul client, soul family, and soul tribe you touch. Soul expansion begins with you. And I've got a picture, which I'm showing you on the YouTube channel, and a picture of me and a picture of my son in there. Oh, well. Right. Excuse me. I'm going to try. So, yeah, it's got a version of here, this, that I didn't want to be... it's not the version, my latest version, but anyway, it says, the day I got the phone call no mama wants to get, I could never truly put words to paper and explain the pain of losing my son, Daniel Samuel Meade. So suddenly in a road traffic accident. But what I feel called to do, writing these words for you, is to share, oh man, how I listen to my soul guidance, how the snippet of our love, our loss, and how that has led to the soul legacy, now reaching hundreds in the soul. Yeah, it's like the SBWN and it's SBYN. I'm going to ask if this can be changed. And the beginning seeds of the book being sown to reach hundreds of thousands. The book. As a mother of what could have become a secret child, I can continue to carry on the memory of a life that matters most to me, taken but not forgotten. Daniel asked for a little sister a couple of years before I had Mia. He called her in. I had no clue that one day he would leave me, my firstborn, and best friend for 7 years before she came along. I know he called her in. He was the first person to meet and speak to her father. Oh, wow. There is another story that could be told in the book about the chance meeting I had with her father and how that unfolded. And that is crazy because there's a synchronicity in that. I've been talking about my daughter being away, and Yeah, after 20 years, well, no, 12 years, coming back. And that's just happened. Wow. So my son just letting us know, yeah, actually, wow. It was absent during her life, and that made our bond, our three, even stronger. It is becoming clearer as I write this, our soul contracts, the divine plan, our song, a cry, our souls agreed to before we came to this earthly plane. We are playing out those agreements without memory of having made them. That feels strange sometimes, especially on those days when it hits me that he's gone. Like yesterday when I got an updated picture from my granddaughter, his daughter at the age of 7 in her new glasses, looking like his double. I always wondered, I asked if one day I would understand. Oh, I'm writing, I have, in writing these words for you through this book and sharing the loss of my son at age 19, 12 days before his 20th birthday on the 24th of April, 2015. Wow. Well, I needed that today. Yeah, so I have a book, the co-author's Spiritual Awakening, and your YouTube. No, the Spiritual Awakening. No, the Soul Legacy Journal, Spiritual Awakening Stories of 365, a co-created soul path, the spiritual alchemy by Lightworkers. And sharing our stories, our spiritual awakening stories, knowing that we are, we go through all of those times, and I really want to get to the end of this podcast, where all those times where we go through what we go through, and our soul calling is often birthed through the dark night. And I've been talking about this on the Spiritual Awakening on your YouTube summit, and that was awakening in and of itself. And I'm not sure why my Mac keeps turning on and off. It keeps going on. So if you see a bright light, like, and then it goes off and on and off, like, I'm not touching it. I'm just saying, like, wow, that right there is just the most beautiful message that I could have gotten today. Yeah, that for me, that's just, when you get the signs and the synchronicities just when you need them. That was that. All right, let's dive into your rating today. How are you feeling in terms of your contribution to the world? I've got to say I'm at an 11. I'm high vibing. What I have been doing is reaching out to everyone in the SBYN, in the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network, in the YouTube Podcasters Partnerships for Spiritual Entrepreneurs with the Movement, and inviting everyone to the monthly call. I want to get that monthly call up and the tribe going and networking. I'm super excited about it. I know the world has changed, but I think coming together with like minds is just such. I'm just called to do that. So if you want to, I'd love to have you on the call. Yeah. So rate your vibrational frequency. How are you feeling today in terms of your contribution between a 1 and an 11? Soul funk versus soul flow. And I can feel that this episode is going to be a lot shorter than it is. I'm not going to dive into all of the explanations like I usually do. This has been, is it the second or the third Monday? Third Monday. So you can go back and kind of listen more, or when I come back in next week, it's like, oh, okay, she's feeling that way. So I was quite emotional, but I feel really good about my level of contribution and how I'm committed to my calling, like no matter what. So let's talk about your vision board. I have a 7-day spiritual business vision board challenge for you in the show notes or the description or in the cards. I will put them in the cards on the YouTube channel. And on the end screens and all the things, right? But the vision board challenge is a big contribution for me because you can go through it at any time, and I will do it live on the second week in December. At 7:30 p.m. UK time, Monday to Sunday. When you'll yawn in the middle of your podcast, and it's late for me. And it's just really great to think about your vision in terms of the intention that you set. And one of the things that I'm aware of is, although there's that soul guidance, sometimes the guidance feels like nudges to do a certain thing, and then you get the lessons and it tells you to go in a different way, or it might teach you like to almost backtrack, and you're like, well, why did you send me all the way over there, or why did you send me all the way? But you're gathering stuff, you're gathering up the lessons, and you're becoming who. There's no straight line to success, I know that. Whether that's just a belief that's like floating around, but it doesn't feel like I ask for guidance in an A and B line only, please. And it doesn't seem to come like that. It comes in nudges, synchronicities, and all jumbled up into whatever that is that comes, the nudges, the ideas, the this step over here, the conversation over there. It to me, it doesn't just come like just written in front of you, do this, do that, like a manual, right? For me, it doesn't. I love the sense of knowing. I was talking about this today, like that sense. I have a deep sense of knowing, because that's the Claire for me. And it's not for everyone. And I know that. And I had a conversation, and we were talking about, sometimes when you don't really trust yourself, and you've got to go to the cards or the muscle testing or this and that and ask your angels and blah, 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 and not trust you, like not trust that soul guidance necessarily. It's like, well, it's the universe directing me, but really it's our higher self. It's like us, connected to that source. But I don't know. It's like some people do get verbal. Some people say I was told. I wouldn't say I'm told, because I don't like being told what to do, but I just know, like I know, and today a lot of things clicked in. I've been doing some recording, so I'd set the intention to do a certain recording. I still haven't finished it. The YouTube challenges in a box method, but like I say, other steps have come in to fill that in. And as I'm doing it, as I'm birthing my own challenge, how to start a spiritual biz YouTube podcast and make money workshop, then I'm putting that in the teaching, if that makes sense, because YouTube challenges are lit. I think they're just amazing when StreamYard works, right? So yeah, that's on my vision board. So what's on your vision board in terms of that life work balance when you think about your contribution? So the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast is about more than the Monday, which is Contribution Freedom Monday. There's me wearing my red t-shirt, right, to represent the soul legacy wheel and how you want to launch and leave your day, leave your soul legacy. There's health freedom on Tuesday and emotional freedom on Wednesday and environmental freedom on Thursday and relationship freedom on Friday and spiritual freedom on Saturday and financial freedom on Sunday. And those are what I call the intentional living codes and the cheers to financial freedom frequency. And doing that, being that, and embodying that myself and living in alignment with my vision, in alignment with my values and raising my vibration. When any of that is off, I can feel it and I'm like, course correct, course correct, course correct. And I love that. I love that. It's a North Star. And when you're veering and your North Star, your vision brings you back, your values bring you back, and your vibration brings you back. Right? It's such a beautiful process. I love in living intentionally. So when you're thinking about your contribution, you also want to bring in being, healthy and balanced and having that harmony in your life. That is, it's paramount to me. Like there's nothing else that matters more to me than that. Living in alignment with my life purpose led driven business. It's just like, if it's not life purpose led, I don't want to do it. Like I don't, yeah, I'm just not doing it. And if it's not fun, I'm not doing it. My one of my biggest values is about honesty and integrity and love and joy and empowerment and freedom. And if I'm not feeling those things, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna share that with you, and I'm gonna say, here's how you girls feeling today. And I was having one of those days today and having that book, like, this is your contribution. but I have a learning dyslexia. Writing and contributing and co-authoring and getting our message out there and aligning that, our movement, our message, and our money, and it's big. It's big. The Soul Legacy TV, I will have the Soul Legacy TV press, public and published, YouTube promotions agency. And, as I'm sitting here thinking about all of the other freedoms, mainly the environmental freedom for me, giving up my home and just really being committed to my life purpose, like again, like I say, to everybody else, is like, what is she doing? Unless you get it, which I know you get it because you're watching me or listening to me. But it's all in. It's all in. Like if you don't have a calling and you're not honoring the commitment to your calling, you don't get it. You don't get it. And so being around and creating a community and a tribe that get it is so important to me. So I'm super excited about it. And anything that isn't in alignment, course correct. And I will always stay true to that. And every single Monday, I get to reflect, like, okay, what have you done? What are you going to do? Set the intention and go. And I love that. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a sip of water. And that's like long and loud. All right. So the next thing, let me go to my journal so I don't miss anything. Okay. So the next thing after the vision board is gratitude, I believe. Expressing gratitude in the 7 freedoms frequency way. So the way that we express gratitude is to say, I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate, right? And if you can't think of anything in the now, think of something in the past or in the present or in the predicted future on your vision board. So you are raising your own vibration and you're being grateful for what you have, right? Sometimes that can be hard. So it's like, just think of something in the past and bringing in that energy. And so the idea is to rise and reside at the Cheers to Financial Freedom frequency. So I'll go bring all of the 7 freedoms, excuse me. I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate all of the amazing spiritual entrepreneurs who have a movement on our free monthly networking call. We had so many people on the call, absolutely amazing call, so high vibe. Everyone in the breakout rooms, everybody connecting, everybody coming back and sharing their spiritual awakening story, sharing how amazing it was, and just being guests and getting featured. Just absolutely epical, epic call. I'm so happy to be the host of that. I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate health, my mental health. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate my mind, the strength of my mind that reflects in my daily choices to maintain that. And I'm kind of like looking up, and you probably see up my nose. Like, you get it. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate love. Emotional Freedom Wednesday. I like, love is just, the love of just love for me and love surrounding me and love from those that I love. I love the feeling of love. I'm happy and grateful and I appreciate traveling to Dubai for my daughter's 21st birthday. So happy, so grateful, and appreciate everything is booked. Flights are done, hotel's done. I am ecstatic. It's an Airbnb, it's a 5-star hotel. It's booked through Airbnb, but it's a 5-star hotel. I'm happy and grateful for that. Yay! Happy 5 of us are going. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate having the most amazing relationship with my husband. He is amazing. He makes me smile every single day. He tells jokes. We just have banter. We have a lot of love, and I feel warm and blissful in his presence. He inspires me. He lights me up. He lifts me out. We lift each other up. And being on this path, there's nobody else that I'd rather share it with than him. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate spiritual being guided. I'm happy and grateful that I can hear my son's communication with me. I'm really happy and grateful for that. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate all of the calls that I've had with the members of the community, the one-on-one calls. I went back to one-on-one calls and I did my Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, and I smashed my Bank 50K in 50 days goal. It was easy and it was effortless. And I smashed. So when I did it first, I did 37 days. So this time I did the full 50 days. And I enrolled 32K, and this time I enrolled 52K. So I smashed it. So I'm happy and grateful for that. And all the students that are in the mastermind or in the boot camp. And I'm happy and grateful for that. So what are you happy and grateful for, whether it's past, present, and predicted future? Now, I will tell you that some of those were in the predicted future, and I am going to be doing that more. So there you go. All right. How do you want to launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day? Now, this is typically, you think of the vision that you have, the big vision and mission. I always close my eyes. And then you bring that into the seeds of your day. Like, how does that match? How does that become in alignment? And sometimes if your vision is so far out of alignment, it's like, oh, I don't really believe that. And other people don't believe it around you either. So what I teach is just be in service no matter what. So what I teach is to build the business that you would want to have in the next 7 years. That means that here I can visualize like 7 years time of having like 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, a million subscribers, because I'm doing the work now, kind of thing. But say if I didn't ever do a YouTube video, or I never did anything like OWL, or like I never reached out to get members into the group, or I want this, and I'm not doing anything at all. Like I'm not planting the seeds and being in alignment. It's not really going to feel doable or believable. So we do incremental baby steps. So how you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day. How does that look and feel like for you in terms of your big vision and mission? And if you're banking 50K in 50 days, you're doing the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge with me, it means that you're getting on one-on-one calls, at least 7 in a week for 7 weeks. So you're doing the 50 calls, and then you're doing masterclasses and free chapter VIP days to enroll. So you've got that on your schedule, like, for real. And you've got your mastermind, you've got your retreat, you've got upgraded YouTube channels, YouTube challenges, etc. Like if you've got my 1-page plan, it's going to be easier for you. All right. And you get that at the masterclass. Look, see, 50 days challenge, when you register for the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass live stream for our training, it's free. All right. That's my enrollment spot, by the way. I will invite you to come and work with me at those different levels. All right, next steps. So what do you have down for your next steps? So if you were with me last Monday, or what have you done between last Monday and this Monday? I don't know what's going on there. In terms of contributing, have you done enough? Like, are you getting enough done? I must say, for me, I'm not being as productive as I'd like to be fair. And that has to shift for me. I've got to then get into my calendar and look at where the leaks are in terms of my time, and using it as productively. I've had like meetings and stuff and calls, which have been amazing. And I will continue with that with team. And that has helped me. So it's like, it's not that I need to move faster. I just need to then chunk and carve out and absolutely hit my deadlines without pushing stuff back. Although, again, sometimes when you set the intention to do something in a week, you don't know the things in between. And I've done a lot. I've actually accomplished a lot, and a lot of recording, which doesn't feel like a lot. So when I'm in recording mode, it doesn't feel less productive, but it doesn't feel like I'm hands on doing the thing. So today I paused and I sent some messages out. Didn't send too many out, and I might send some more out before I turn in, but excuse me, or hit the ground running tomorrow. But excuse me, yeah, I'll hit the ground running tomorrow. I think I'm going to get in the bath. But I've got that. Like, I've got these things written down, and I'd said the YouTube challenges in a box method. I still haven't finished it. Did I expect to get it done? I might have, but I've got the mind map out and it's making more sense doing what I've just done. And I've just done some recording today of what I'm actually doing. So maybe, and the whole YouTube challenges in a box method is going to be like $1,000 worth of product. So yeah, it's probably going to take underestimating the time that I thought it would take. That is that. So what steps? So that is still my focus. The bootcamp training is still my focus as well. That's got to get done by Wednesday. So that's cool. That's all good. All right. What else? The soul income game. Let's do the bank 50K in 50 days challenge, because the Soul Legacy Journal is a magical journal. I call it the Soul Legacy Journal notebook. I am the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy, talking about launching, leading, leaving your soul legacy, doing it with ease, grace, and flow. 365 days of your spiritual awakening story, my spiritual awakening story. A co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for light workers. So, banking 50K in 50 days. This journal gives you £1,000, dollars, or euros every single day. Every day. How cool is that? And so that's my contribution to you, vibrationally. You're welcome. And so every day you get to spend your soul client income, right? Visualize you receiving it and having clients around you, because the brain doesn't know any different. How is that? The brain is so intelligent that it doesn't know that. I'm just saying. So we have rules, and the rule is that we do not save it, because all savings are taken care of. Girls got you. We do not pay bills. All done. Girls got you. And so we tie 10%. We tie 10%. I'm feeling silly. I'm tired. We tie 10% to a worthy cause. My worthy cause is Compassionate Friends. And it is a charity for bereaved parents, which I am one. So I'm really excited about just supporting a worthy cause that I believe in. Then you spend the rest of the vibrational money voucher, which I don't tend to do unless I want something in the week. And then on Sunday, I will spend a larger chunk of money on a bigger purchase. And so on Sunday, it will be flights to Dubai, just saying. All right, so spend your vibrational money voucher, write it down, let me know what you spent it on and how it feels to actually go and look up the prices of the things that you actually want to have, because that's what you would do if you had the money, right? All right, the card. I did the book already. I'm not going to do it again. I'm just going to cry if I do. So Melchizedek is the card that came out today. I actually pulled. Higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. How much inner study? I've been doing it. It's for you as well. So, Queen Ying. Quan Ying, Quan Ying. I can't, I'm dyslexic. No, I've got Ellen. Care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. That came up first, and I was like, so I got that one. Maybe that's why they put back inner learning. Like, I do care and compassion, absolutely. And we do offer a helping hand all of the time, don't we? You know? And sometimes we have to go, it's about us. So SBYN, Spiritual Based YouTubers Network. This is the fastest podcast ever. So yeah, come to the monthly call. You'll see the links down below. Spiritual Biz YouTubers. I would love to have you on there. I'd love to support you, hold space for you to come and co-create, co-connect, co-create, connect, collaborate, cross-promote with like minds, because it's important. Come to the Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge. Come into the net. You just see all the links. Share your gifts and shine your light, because you are born to serve. This is Iona Meade. I'm out of here. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. Follow along to the podcast, download the podcast, keep this episode if you found it of value. All right, take care. Big love.